rousing rendition. Steve McLaren joining in as well, almost a year into the job as the Jamaican head coach. So let's have a look then at how the sides align. Time on the training field since then. Let's see how both of these teams rise to the occasion. And what an occasion it has been in the build-up. The fans playing their part. Now it's down to the players to try and provide further entertainment, as they have done throughout, resuming that partnership that they forged to great effect against Ghana. There's Ndidi that plays it forward here, looking for Cyril Dessers. Pumps it on towards Simon, who scores! Didn't take long. Nigeria in front in the final, thanks to their skipper Moses Simon. In the right place to apply the finishing touch there. After some good work from Cyril Dessers, who opened the scoring in the semi and has turned provider this time. He's the most capped player in this starting lineup for Nigeria, and he scores for Nigeria for the 10th time. Came from halfway. It was close to offside, wasn't it, against Cyril Dessers, who delivered dangerously, and Simon was just first to react, really, reaching it ahead of Lembekisa. And applying the finishing touch, having done so right into the corner. William Davis in goal. No chance of reaching that, despite the proximity of the player in front of him. Again for Nigeria here, just wasn't quite able to pick the pass through the middle as intended there, Chukwueze. So Jamaica will take their turn to attack instead with Ronaldo Cephas. Really dangerous ball in, Davis arriving and touched in by Kaheem Dixon. 1-1. For their penalties in the semi-final, he was the main threat again here down the left. Strong surge and a really dangerous ball in. It was just in front of Burrell, but Dixon beyond him was able to apply the finishing touch. More important, the goalkeeper, given the lack of international experience in the back four in front of him. On debut here, Simon. Certainly not short of experience, still scrapping for it. Comes for Chukwueze. He's outnumbered but gets his shot away and scores. Brilliantly taken by Samuel Chukwueze. Not available in this squad, but in their absence, Chukwueze is one of the more senior players available to Eric Schau. And he's led by example here. He had an awful lot to do when taking the pass from Teller, outnumbered by those in green and gold. But he dispatched it decisively, set himself, arrowed across the keeper and into the far corner. And the Super Eagle. Here's Cephas. We've made the run for him, still Ronaldo Cephas. He's able to deliver the cross, and they've levelled it again. It's Russell, it's 2-2. But once more, big part played by Ronaldo Cephas. He's the one that made it. Another dangerous delivery. Just asking for it to be finished off. And just as Dixon did in the first half, Russell does the honours this time. All square again in the Unity Cup final. For Jamaica to get the better of Trinidad and Tobago, that was his first international goal. He's going to take the opening penalty here up against Stanley Wabali in that Nigerian goal. He scores emphatically again. It's a really good penalty. No mistake from King. Specialist in these sort of situations. On. So first up for Nigeria here will be their substitute Kelechi Iheanacho. Hasn't been on too long. And Iheanacho also scores. went the same way. Again, the goalkeeper went the other way. And it's all square in the shootout. Took his time, but kept his composure. OKON also scores. This time the goalkeeper went the other way, but dived out of the way. Place of OKON. He's a relative newcomer to this Reggae Boys team. He's certainly. And Simon scores. Good penalty so far. Guess right yet. Slow and steady run up. He's the next to take on Wabali. Morrison from the spots also scores into the corner. This time the goalkeeper did go the right way, but he couldn't get to it. He's over the next one. And also scored. The Snakes just his fourth cap today, taking their fourth penalty. And he's hit the bar. The first to miss from the spot. Dwayne Atkinson can't convert for Jamaica, and that could be so costly. Teammates go across to console him. It didn't miss. If they can from this one, Onyemaechi does so emphatically, and they're one kick away. Thumped in from the fullback for 4-3 Nigeria. The next one has to go in to give Jamaica in the penalty shootout. Omari Bell does score. Nigeria win the Unity Cup. Bell just applying that little bit of pressure. Certainly. Mr. Win it. Uche does score. And Nigeria win the Unity Cup. On debut, he scores from the spot to settle the shootout. And the Super Eagles have done it. They've done it the hard way, but they have the trophy. Still, there's never been any other name on the Unity Cup. 21 years since it was last staged in England. England's capital, they've kept hold of it. They've needed the penalty shootout to do so. 5 successful kicks from 5. Ultimately, Dwayne Atkinson was the only one who couldn't convert. And Jamaica finally are beaten in a final when they never knew that they were beaten, when they twice came back from behind in the 90 minutes to take this the distance. But it's Nigeria who celebrate. Nigeria who will lift the silverware shortly. Nigeria who kept their nerve from the spot. They kiss of the ball. Scoring from the spot in stoppage time in the semi to get the better of the All-Caribbean contest with Trinidad and Tobago, and how they have represented their nation, their people, with the performance that they put in this final. There is real pride. Pride has been a theme running throughout this Unity Cup, both on and off the pitch. And there's plenty of it on display at the conclusion. Again. And Moses Simon determined that everybody will be involved in these celebrations. Has his hands on the silverware. They enjoy the moment. Unity Cup winners 2025. Nigeria needed penalties to see off Jamaica in a compelling contest in the final to get their hands on that. It has been exclusively their property. And a generation on, they lift it again. They are rightly determined to enjoy it. Wabali wasn't in the end required to save a penalty, was he? The only one that didn't end up in the net, hit the bar. Possibly one from Dwayne Atkinson of Jamaica, but to single anybody out would be churlish. They played their part in taking this the distance.